It's Friday. I hope that you had a great week this week, and I hope that you're looking forward to a good, safe, happy weekend. You can be sure to go to church Sunday, right? All right, for our buzzword for today, we're going to be looking at John chapter 4, and a lot of you will know this as the story of Jesus and the woman at the well. And Jesus comes through Samaria, and it says that he must need to go through Samaria. So he knew he needed to go through there because he was going to meet with this woman in the city of Sychar. And it's there, and there's a big well there. And Jesus comes down and he sits on the side of the well. And this Samaritan woman comes up and sits down next to him. And Jesus says to her, give me something to drink. She says, there's nothing to draw with. Why are you asking me to give you a drink? And then Jesus went to say that I am the water of life. If you drink from me, you will never thirst again. And he's speaking of a spiritual thirst quencher. And he knew a lot about this woman. And Jesus said, go call your husband. She's like, I'm not married. And Jesus said, yeah, that's true. You've had 5 husbands, and the guy you're with now is not your husband. So you see that Jesus was not afraid to tell her, yes, I can give you eternal life. The things that you're searching for, you've been married 5 times, and now you're living with this man. And that's not what you need to be doing. You need to be seeking after me and my will. Drink from my water that I'll give you. So Jesus wasn't afraid to confront her about her sinful lifestyle. But he also gave her hope. I am the water of life. And Jesus' disciples had went into the city while he was doing this to get food. And they come back with food and they say, Jesus, you need to eat. And Jesus is like, no, I'm good. I don't need to eat. And they're trying to convince him, you need to eat. And then they look at each other. Did anyone bring him some McDonald's or something? Some Subway? Did somebody bring him something to eat? And they're like, no. And this is what Jesus says as a response to them wondering why he wouldn't eat. Jesus said to them, my food is to do the will of him who sent me, and to accomplish, notice that, fully carry out God's work. And he's saying, what he's saying here is, I'm hungering to do God's will. I'm hungering to seek and to accomplish what he has called me to do, and he has sent me to do, because the Father sent the Son Jesus to come and to give eternal life to his people, to his creation. And he said that I come to accomplish his work. What is God's work on earth? God's work for you to do, for you to accomplish, is, yes, to know God, to come to faith in Jesus Christ, to grow in your own faith and be like him, and to slowly conform your life completely to his will. And that takes time, that takes hard work, and that takes commitment. But also we need to build God's kingdom, and that's what Jesus is talking about here. And look at verse 45. Do not say, there are yet 4 months, then comes the harvest. Look, I tell you, lift up your eyes, see that the fields are white for harvest. So Jesus used this to show his disciples that you guys are hungering after the wrong things. You guys need to start looking around you, because the harvest is ready to be gathered in. And that's what he's trying to convince them to see. And that's what he wants you to see today. That yes, food is important. Your job is important. Your family is important. A little bit of leisure is important. It's good for your soul and good for your well-being to get out in God's creation. But what you need to be hungering after is doing God's will. And that is looking around you for those people that need the gospel, that need hope, that need to turn their life to Jesus. And that's what Jesus found in this woman at the well. She had searched for love in all the wrong places. She had searched after and hungered after the wrong things. And Jesus said, hey, I have what you really need, and that is the water of life. That's the word for today. It's time for me to buzz off for the weekend. See ya.